Dry Rock Gulch.
Howdy, partners. Welcome to Dry Rock Gulch.
Duelo en
where
el
it's
Gulch.
always high noon. Hope y'all are having a good day.
This whole area is infested with bloodworms and who knows what else. It's not safe.
You must mean the no good outlaws that are coming out of Mad Mulligan's mine. Well, partner, if you're interested in lending a hand, I could use a new deputy. What do you say?
All right. Tell me what I need to do.
The door to Mad Mulligan's mine is locked up. I got a spare key in a safe by the theater, but wouldn't you know? Get along, little doggies, at Dry Rock Gulch.
A ver, duelo en el Gulch. Te mueras. Pa. 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 No me muerda, pendejo.
So, you're the new deputy. Well, I ain't impressed yet. Let's see how you handle an old-fashioned quick draw duel. The rules are simple. We'll each walk into the street. I'll count to 3, and then I'll say, draw. First one to hit the other wins.
Look, I'm in a hurry. Can we just say I won? I absolutely guarantee no one at Nukaworld is going to be upset.
Fancy talk ain't gonna help you against Al.
No. I'm in. Let's go.
Well, all right. Hey, now, we can't have a shootout. All right, gunslinger. Let's take this.
Ay, Jesús. A ver, armas, roles del oeste.
Out to the street.
Hágale.
I count to 3, then we draw. 1, 2, 3. Draw. That was some fancy shooting there, partner. You earned this. Hope you show those outlaws what a real deputy of Dry
Pinche
Rock
robot para
Gulch
hablar lento.
can do, and have a few extra rounds for that 6-shooter I gave you.
Parte 1 de la combinación de la caja fuerte. Vaya por Dios.
You look parched there, stranger. You know what you need? A bottle of Nukaworld. Wild. The fruit-based flavor with teeth. Hospitality is a big deal out here in Dry Rock Gulch. That's why I want you to handle tending the bar. I got 3 orders of drinks I need you to deliver. One is
Sounds easy enough.
good deal.
Enough.
Oswald, the outrages are sold out. Still available.
Uy, puña susto. Y muerte. Ah, los diablos. Dos tiros. Uf, puño está montado. Te quites. Guau, 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 guau. Get off me, bitch. Te mueras y te mueres. ¿Me lo puedo llevar? Me lo llevo.
There he is, the fastest gun in the West. Good job. This old prospector
Ajá.
Owen.
Sense of an emergency. Remain calm and obey all safety
Oh,
instructions.
yeah. Owen, Trixie, and Hank told me all about the...
Now that's good. And hey,
Sí, 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 no me cuentes su vida, adiós.
oh, thank goodness it's the new deputy. You got to help me. My herd of idiot buttercups have all fled the bogey. You
Tiene un bicho ahí a la par, bicho. ¿Me ayuda o qué? Te mueres. Usted ya ni puede ni caminar.
help me around my
Oh, fuck. Ahora sí.
help me around my missing.
All right. I'll correct.
Good luck.
¿Dónde? Ah, mira. Ay.
Good job there, cowboy. If I ever need someone to tame these Broncos again, I'll give you a holler. Here's my part of the safe combination. Good luck in Mulligan's mine.
Así que la llave de la mina del loco, no sé qué. Ah, los diablos con las hormigas. Te mueras. Ve. Salte. Primero, quítese a las pequeñas. Pinche puerta, déjeme pasar. que se mueran. Armar pon. Tanta shit solo para esto.
This has got to be the worst gig yet. Caleb came up with another way to torture us with his ridiculous method acting. First it was all the drinking, which admittedly was fun at first. But now the guys were refusing to bathe and subjecting us to the worst body odor ever known to mankind. Seriously, the guy plays the town drunk in some Wild West kid show.
Qué susto me pegó esa planta. Pendejo, quite.
Remember to show your park admission stub to get half off an order of Nuka fries at Happy's Cafe in Nukatown, USA.
Que te quita las ganas de venir de un golpe. Los diablos. A ver si van a salir, salgan. Pinche susto. Reina de los gusanos. Pues, tome, reina de los gusanos. Ya. Enough. Pues no. Pero pégale. Pim, pim. Bueno, ahí se quedan, yo ya me voy. Bueno, ahí se quedan. Ah, los diablos. Ya lo maté.
Other side's chained up.
Other side shade up. Shake that ass for me. Yo no estaba cargando este pinche teléfono.
Do you have what it takes to be one of my deputies? Come on, did you have fun in Smart Mulligan's mine? Tussles with any bad outlaws?
That mine was the nest for a bloodworm queen. Now that she's gone, this whole area should be a lot safer.
I can't understand a word of what you're saying, but here, take some so you and your friends.
Asignemos una bandera.
Feeling thirsty? Visit Doc
Bingo.
Phosphate
Nuka
Saloon
Extreme.
for a free Nuka-Cola.
Duelo en el Gulch. ¿Y ahora qué? Habla con Gage. Mapa. ¿Qué está haciendo ese Maya ahí?
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nukaworld is ours. All of it.
I made a promise to all of you, and I followed through. There's nothing more to it than that.
You make it sound like it's no big deal. You've just got to understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
I think I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, I kind of figured you would. Taking back Nukaworld is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sounds like you've had this plan from the beginning.
The idea's crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nukaworld. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nukaworld's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you got it. Hey, boss.
Hey.
Can I ask you something?
Sure thing, Gage.
Okay, I mean, I was wondering. We've been running together for a while now. You ain't afraid to take what you want. And don't let anybody get in your way. Got more guts than most folks. I guess what I'm wondering is, why? What's behind all this for you?
I just like being able to do whatever the hell I want.
It's a good way to live, as long as it don't get you killed. You ask me, this whole damn world is here just to tear you down. Decks stacked against you from the very beginning. Most folks are too stupid to realize it. They just sort of stumble through, managing to scrape together some shitty little life for themselves. They struggle every day until something catches them off guard. And then that's it. Lights out.
It's the best most people can do, Gage.
Man, that's bullshit. Some are just too stupid to see the world for what it is. Some just don't have the guts to stand up to it. But then some folks are too aware of it, you know? They see the world for how fucked up it is. And so they decide they're gonna have it all. Right now. All the booze, all the chems, all the caps. And they don't care how they get it. In fact, if they can take it from others, they feel like they're getting the upper hand. Only they ain't. Fucking raiders. They get so greedy, so focused on right now, they make some shitty mistakes. Wind up dead. Hell, maybe some of them are trying to get killed.
Yeah, they're my kind of people.
Yeah, you've taken a real shine to running the gangs. Hasn't gone unnoticed. These idiots need someone in charge. All these people. They either try too hard or not enough. Maybe not at all. You and me, though, we're different. We know how to walk the line between fighting for what we deserve and getting out of control. Don't know about you, but I had this shit figured out early. Grew up in your average crap-hole settlement with parents that meant well, but they were pushovers. Watched them get smacked around by raider gangs for years, handing over whatever they had to keep their lives. One day, I'm watching them cower in front of some punk with a gun, and it just hits me. I ain't gonna end up like this, I says to myself. So I bail. I'm what, 12 years old? Didn't matter. I'd seen enough of the world to know how shit works.
Sure, it was a tough choice.
You'd think so, but no, not really. Just seemed like what I had to do. I bounced around for a few years, taking whatever jobs I could to pay for food, one way or another. I was a runner for a caravan for a while. Did some scavenging, did odd jobs for settlements. No matter what, one thing never changed. When the raiders came through, everyone rolled over. Raiders took what they wanted, moved on, and that was that. Didn't take long before I finally figured out where I'd really been heading all along. Next time a gang came through, I joined. Worked my way up over the years, and now here we are. Running with you now, seems like it was all worth it.
You made the right choice, Gage.
Yeah, I sure did. I'm just saying. It feels like you get it. Whatever you've been through, you can relate. Good to have someone like that around, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, enough being sentimental, I suppose. Let's go kill some shit.
Pues sí. Hablaste como 10 minutos.
The traders here are no better than slaves. Poor bastards. Hey, boss. Gotta admit, it was good to see Coulter go down. He scared the hell out of me. Gave me nightmares.
I'm not planning to give anyone nightmares.
Thank goodness. I'll sleep a lot better having you in charge. So, what do you think? About running Nukaworld, I mean. Figure it must be a pretty tough job, keeping all these raiders in line.
I wasn't really looking to become the overboss of Nukaworld, but I might as well enjoy the benefits of my position.
Makes sense to me. Well, I'm sure you've got more important stuff to do than talk to me. Or were you here to pick something up?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Right away, boss.
Vende munición, aquí está. ¿Qué munición usaba esta arma? Pam. El punto 45.
As long as you keep your eyes on the merchandise and off of me.
Nukaworld. Dale, pinche coso.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nukaworld's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it taken to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea is a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require three things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of that.
I bet you they can manage to keep looking bored through the whole thing.
That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nukaworld's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target?
What's the target? Esta no, porque es la mía. Cruce del condado, Wateria Greentop. El autocine.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Of course. You want to give me another target?
Let's do a different target.
You got it. So,
Sí, hasta entonces.
Yup, that place'll do. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
Good luck. Yo voy a hablar con Alicia a ver qué tiene. Diablos.
If Lizzie asks you to volunteer for one of her tests, don't.
Welcome back. Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense. I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it.
Anyone who goes up against us won't know what hit them. Supporting the operators. Smartest thing a lot of us have done in our lives.
Hey there.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
Permiso.
Hope all that tapering leads.
A ver. Droga, supongo que está. Mentats, Floridian y whiskey.
I wonder how much of Gage's little plan to replace Coulter wasn't just to make sure the bosses didn't take his head off too.
We'd all considered putting the bull in Coulter's backs.
Hora de volver a la Commonwealth. Justamente hay pinche radiación. Noctámbulo. En inventario. Ayuda. Operador carismático. Y armas.
Hey.
Oh, that smells like cheese. Yeah. Something you needed?
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be. Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
Construir bandera, señalizadora, pa. Preso en teoría, me vale verga.
White Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nukaworld. I mean, he had
Hey.
us.
Yeah.
And the rest.
I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let him know how it went.
Ahora tengo que volver.
It ain't easy keeping a zoo.
Shank.
Well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide, will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztown. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
Kneecaps? Meet bullets.
Sounds good. I'll make sure everyone knows this is a maiming job. So, which gang you want to back you up?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where do you want to hit?
Quítese coso, no veo. Guardería Green Top y... Justo con guardería.
Oh, that place. Isn't that...
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Beat the locals so bad they don't want to fight anymore. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. I'll make sure there's a crew waiting when you get there, and that they know they're only allowed to kill the hired help. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Wouldn't be surprised if some Minutemen showed up to lend a hand. Wish I could see their faces when they see who they're going up against. And it'd be worth checking with some of the bosses. May have some tools you can put to use. The crew that's meeting you there is only gonna have standard gear though. If you've got some weaponry you don't have a strong attachment to, might be worth taking it with you to arm them up. Watch yourself out there.
A ver... ¿Qué está Mason?
Hey! Just wanted to say... no hooky. Man, I've been getting the shakes bad. I haven't slept in days.
Hell no! This is the
You know,
best buzz
in a
I've
lot of
ever had.
instances, poor life choices would get...
You've got some kind of death wish? Oh.
Mason bit the hand off a Yowbla. Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets, but it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground, and anything nearby and hungry will come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But, you're gonna want to be a safe distance away, because, well, the things leak. A little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
It's impressive, Mason.
Ha, ain't it though? Don't forget where you got those. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us, alright?
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day every day.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own. Very.
Qué vueltón hay que estar dando.
Don't listen to the bleats of those operator sheep.
Ey, no muerda. Ey, ya, deje de morder.
Hi, boss.
As soon as you say go, we'll go black and blue some settlers.
Let's do this.
All right.
You're gonna regret this.
You're gonna start supplying Nukaworld. Understand?
All right. All right. We'll send whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
Tengo que volver allá hacia perro. Tanto lo que extrañar a Commonwealth, está mejor.
Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking. For what it's worth.
I will rip them to shreds personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Dios mío, que voltee. Pinche vueltón hay que estar dando. Connection rápido.
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
Hey. Good, you're here. Got word those punks were spotted not far from here, boss. Whole place is on alert. We'll keep an eye out.
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out.
You have some sort of medical problem here, or are you...
You, the Nukaworld waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? Don't you fucking dare walk away from me!
You gotta be joking.
Incoming! Watch out!
Armas, granadas.
Shit, I can't see!
serio me comienzan a atacar a mí, pendejo. Que te mueras, perro. Uy, puño, 1000 balas de esto. Ya que te me lo llevo. A ver, fuera revólver. Ahora tengo que volver con Chunk. ¿Me pueden dejar de dar vueltas?
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just...
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. No better tool to tell you what you're out for.
Uh-huh.
Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, This first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, then I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. So, there any...
I want you to head to an outpost.
Yeah, sure. Where am I going? Suppose I better get a move on then. See you there, boss.
¿Qué tengo que hacer? A ver, datos. Actualizan tu puesto de saqueadores. Joder. Que he vuelto.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs, dying is more their strong suit.
¿Qué más quiere esta gente?
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other, though.
I want to trade a few things.
Right. You're the boss.
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Gage knew what he was doing for once.
I need to assign
Places
someone to
looking
this.
Good, boss. Everything a gang of lowlifes could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our outposts. Get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling. So, boss.
I'm interested in running a job.
You got it. Just...
I want to convince a new settlement to...
ought to take care of the...
I want to claim another outpost for our gangs.
Got it. So how'd you want to approach...
I'll convince them.
Yeah, sure. And which crew should I...
The pack.
I'll send word along. Or howl or something. So, what's the target? All right, that one will work. So, standard runoff job. You can scare the hell out of them, or try to buy them off. Whatever you need to do to get them. Any toys the operators gave you, automate. Claiming additional outposts within range of the target will also help.
Right.
Something to consider as you plan out.
Sure.
Scare them.
Eso no va a ser offline. Y adiós.